Okay, folks, this is a very long run. Let's see if we can. Well, these things not even work. There we go. So we're going from the job we got is Vladivostok to Bialystok, which is pretty well one end of the map to the other. It's it's almost 9,000 kilometers. It's actually, this map needs to be turned about 90 degrees, almost 90 degrees counterclockwise, but because we're going west across Russia to Poland, basically. And it's a nice heavy load. I have to pick it up first, so I think picking it up is a nice drive up a twisty road, but I've been on this road before. It's not a nice zoom on this map. From here, I gotta go from here up to, so it's I think it's 2.5, 3 hour. I got 9 hours to get there, so let's go. Yeah, 3 hours, so nice truck, eh? I don't have a lot of bling there. I didn't bother putting bling there. I do have lights though. Lights like that. Yeah, cute, eh? And then like headlights, and then high beams, and then I've also got front auxiliary and roof auxiliary. So I've got a you know, definitely blinded by the light. And I have a nice driver. I think I can lift this. There we go. Lift an axle, just like we would. The V8 with a nice stock sound. Okay.
Поверните направо.
There we go.
Прямо.
Oh yeah, I can't see the light from here, can I? Nice dragon theme, eh? I like that. Okay, you guys clear? You sure you're done now? Oops, wrong transmission. I want that one. Oh, 7 in the morning, and we definitely are blinded. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we do have a retarder. So I'll use a retarder when going up and down hills, and there's a few hills on this map. I'm going to be late at the other end. But the job pays, the job pay. Oh, I don't have the job yet. But when I get the job, sorry. When I go and I pick up the money, it's pays 1,000,000 euros. You know, pay off the bank loan. Now it's going to take 123 hours, which is at Well, even if I go from, 7 to 7, so maybe 14 hours a day. I mean, 12-hour days. It's going to take 10 days to get there. Will I still have money? I'll still have money. I was just looking at the bank. The bank is, the bank payments are 5,000 a day, 6,000 a day. So that's 5 days is, yeah, 30,000. But I got 133. We'll be good. Plus gas. Oh well, we'll see how we do. Sorry guys for blinding you, for tailgating you. I don't really mean to do that. So, it's just getting to be morning, and we're driving up through here. There's going to be some hairpin turns, but we're bobtailing, deadheading. Doo-dah, so not a big deal. Ha ha ha. Going around a corner is pretty easy, and you've got no trailer behind you. It's going to be a challenge going across 34 tons, and I don't know whether that's a self-steering trailer. It might not be. I mean, that's still doable. Hey, Fox, hello. There you are. I'm running off the road. How are you doing? I'm driving in, let me make this move down a bit. European Express, it is an add-on. The title. My title. Vladivostok to Bialystok, 9,000 kilometers. This title may conflict with Twitch's moderation policy. Why would my title conflict with their moderation policy? Okay, now how is it like that? Oh, it's like the 9,000K. Eastern Express. Title may conflict with their moderation policy. I don't know. I assume people see that, okay? It's just weird that they're upset about the title of this game. I called it, a vague sort of comment, eh? Feel like saying, yeah, well, okay, my payment to you, your invoice for payment may conflict with my internal processing procedures. Here we are going downhill with a too much. So we want less Jake. Is that it? Yeah, you want less Jake. It says 90 for God's sake. Just not that good at steering these things. just use the brakes. So this is going to be a long trip southbound, Fox. I'm not going to do it tonight because, like I said, it's 123, well, 2 hours to get there. And it's 10 minutes to the hour in this scale. It's a 1 in 10 scale. Sorry, 6 minutes to the hour. One in 10 scale. So, you know, I got to get up there to pick up my cargo, and it's 2 hours. So that's, you know, 6, 12, maybe 15 minutes to pick up my cargo. But then, you know, if it's 128 hours across, that's 6 minutes per 128. Well, it's a tenth, so it's 12. 12 hours real time. So I don't think I'm going to drive for 12 hours tonight. I know people might like me to. Be a good marathon. I might go through a lot of wine.
Прямо.
Or coffee to stay awake. Geez, it takes it a while to get bright here, eh? 8 o'clock and we're still wondering if it's going to get bright. Well, we'll be heading, well, northwest, I guess. If you go to Google Maps, and look at, put those 2 points in. Vladivostok and Bialystok. And you'll see they are not next to each other. Yes, Optimus Prime is back. Well, I'm driving in Russia, okay? So... So this Eastern Express is a standalone map, but covers the same area that Russian open space and more space. Goes farther east, covers more space than Russian open spaces, than it covers part of Rus map, maybe even down into the southern region. Oh. Definitely a lot of miles, a lot of kilometers here, so. So I get €1 million for this, but it's probably going to cost me, you know, if it's 5 or 6 days, it's 5,000 a day, I think, interest. So it'll be 40,000 worth of interest plus gas plus fines. But it'll be interesting to see how the game copes with that. How the logger, VT logger, virtual truck logger.
Прямо.
Ah, yes. Vendortron, yes. Canadian from Ottawa. Thanks for joining. And feel free to follow. Where are we at now? We're at 494. Oh. Maybe we'll break 500 tonight. If we get rated, we will. Hell province. Oh, that would be Alberta. I guess it all depends on your viewpoint, which province is hell. I was trying to. I was sitting at my local, and Tessa was on, and when she was really bored and tired, and her feet hurt, and she was looking for games to play. So she wanted me to play Trivia Crack with her, and it sounded familiar. I loaded it up on my Android phone, and we tried to play with each other, and we couldn't connect with each other. The game was just, oops, that was bad. I don't know what happened there, but no, I'm not doing the pink ribbon things. I don't do a lot of the challenges. I'm going to be spending all my time driving in the Eastern Express. Or Brazil. No. I am looking forward to, I'm looking for Utah in ATS. I'm looking forward to the Balkans here. And I'm looking forward to pro mods for multiplayer. I might actually get back into multiplayer with pro mods, because they'll just be... The map is nicer. Amsterdam to Groningen Bridge. Ah, that'd be nice. Ah, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Venderdron. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the, like in Pro Mods, I guess. Do you mean Pro Mods? It must have been a Pro Mods if you're saying it's beautiful, because Pro Mods does a damn fine job. And this map is pretty good, too. You know, you sit up on the roof here. We ignore the jitter. I mean, it's just trees and more trees and more trees. It's like driving in Northern Ontario, but still, it's a nice variety of trees. Yeah, the SCS map is, I don't know, ETS map is such, you know, is a level above the ATS. I mean, the ATS, I don't know if they got a smaller team on it or whatever. I mean, they just started, too, recently. Well, compared to the ETS. So. Hey, Hanson, how are you, Chris? Yes, I mean, this is, yes, I am a slow driver. I'm empty.
Держитесь правее, а затем съезд.
Thank you, I will.
Съезд. Поверните направо.
Yes, there's an ATS add-on for Canada, which came out years ago. And somebody did I've driven it, somebody did the basic structure and some cookie cutter. Come on now. Basic structure, a few cookie cutter cities, and then he stopped working on it. So the ATS map now is, there's some people maintaining it, making sure it stays compatible, but that's it. Like the mod, Canada Dream. But it's not an ATS map, but the mod, Canada Dream. But Pro Mods is working on Western Canada. So they're starting with BC. Maybe by the end of the year, I don't know, but that's pretty exciting.
Держитесь левее.
Oh, I think that was him saying do this. Do I have auto braking on? I usually do. Just let me check my mods. Yes. I don't have a limiter, but everything else is cool. Okay, let's get over. We're getting there.
Держитесь левее.
55K, 48 minutes, which is at... Yeah, he keeps saying do that, and I should recognize the Russian phrase by now. So we are going 85K, right? But I don't like going, back to your comment, Vendor, I don't like going to that terrific click. Not realistic for me. And I invariably tip my truck or trailer unless I crank the stability rate up, and then it's, again, it's an arcade game then.
Держитесь левее.
I think that means keep left. Long phrase for it though. Anyways, could be a long trip, but we'll do fine. So anyways, Chris, yes, Chris, I'm doing well, and you? It's
Держитесь правее, а затем поверните направо.
Sunday night. Big thing here in Canada, we've got an election
Поверните
coming up.
направо.
We've got an election coming up in a few weeks. So we have a leaders debate. I think the first, maybe the only leaders debate in English. We had a French one. I think there's 2 French and 1 English. They're really pushing for votes in Quebec. That's a real swing province. So the debate is tomorrow night, so I'm going to be on the TV tomorrow night, so. Well, if you're bored, Chris, tomorrow night you can watch our leaders debate instead of your debate. There will be,
Прямо.
well, there'll be people from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parties. Liberals, Conservatives, NDP, Green, People's Party, and Bloc Québécois. Yeah, 6 parties, 6 leaders, so. 2 main contenders, Liberal and Conservative, and the campaign's been running for a couple of weeks, and they were both at like 34%-ish, sorry, sort of, still there. Nothing's changed, no big issues. There have been issues, but they haven't swung the voters. Our Prime Minister was apparently dressed up in blackface and brownface over the years. Like probably we all did ages ago, but probably wasn't appropriate. It was not appropriate back then, but nobody knew or admitted it. Definitely is now, so he's apologized. The voters.
Держитесь правее, а затем съезд.
The voters seem to have moved on. So. Interesting
Съезд,
election.
поверните направо.
And tomorrow I will follow some of the ongoing impeachment proceedings in the United States and some of the Brexit proceedings in the UK. So
Держитесь левее.
lots of interesting political discourse going on.
Прямо.
Okay, got the brakes down because
Держитесь левее, а затем поверните налево. Поверните налево.
that's interesting. Okay, can we go now? And where the hell's the pickup?
Через 300 метров поверните направо. Поверните направо.
Oh, there. Okay. Gates up. Don't hit me. I don't know. You know, I don't think he's going to get impeached.
С вами был Оптимус Прайм. Увидимся в кино.
Because it needs, even if it passes the Democrats, it needs to pass in the Senate. And I'm not sure whether enough of the Senate Republicans will actually admit that this is too much. And then you get Mike Pence. Well, so definitely a come to Jesus guy. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but he's quite religious, and I'm sure that will color a lot of the legislation in the U.S. But you know, he can't be worse. He can't be worse than Trump. I can't believe there's Republicans who, well, I guess they like power better. Okay, this, yes. Why don't we take it? I don't know. Let's do that. Okay, where are we? I know. That's what I mean. Yeah, they needed to. Sorry. Yes, I watch your politics too. Yeah. So I don't know if there's enough, because it's the, how much isn't the Senate pretty well? What's the split in the Senate right now? How much of the Senate is Republican? Okay, T for the Tillerman. Okay, and then let's drop this axle, because we'll need it, and see if the nose goes up. Slightly. As well it should. Okay, so... Well, let's see what happens. We'll wait till the back end gets out, and then we will crank and see if this is a steerable axle. Yes, it is steerable. Okay, so we will go around corners just fine. So we need to basically treat this like a short dry van. And be aware, actually, the fact that it can spin out and be annoying, if need be. The hell?
Через 300 метров поверните налево. Поверните налево.
The hell did I damage on? I mean, was the gate not open? I've been here before. Wonder what I damaged with the, what do we got? Chassis, cabin. Oh well, do we want anything fixed? No, we'll damage a lot more on this trip. See,
Через 300 метров поверните направо.
34 tons, we're good.
Поверните направо.
Well, look. Oh, look, green light. Look at that trailer just following me around like a little puppy. Oh yeah, let's see where we've got the brakes, because we want the brakes turned down to make it realistic, but we don't want them to be in shit panic mode. Okay, so a bit more. That'd be good. Oh, there we go. We've got
Прямо.
they flash and then turn orange. So what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the Streamlabs chatbot, and we've got 3 on the actual Twitch. And I'm quite intrigued to find out why this title would conflict. Because it says this title may conflict with Twitch's moderation policy. Grey dude.
А затем съезд.
Grey dude. I like that.
Съезд. Поверните
Nibbler.
направо.
Grey dude is cute. Trucking's going good, Nibbler. I'm trying out a new mod. It's a standalone mod. Eastern Express, and it covers, well, I'll show people what it covers. Covers a shitload. Cool. Okay, we're starting here in Vladivostok, which is, if you look on the, like, turn the whole map 80 degrees counterclockwise. This is southeast Russia. Russia sort of loops around past China, and there's a little bit that heads down and close to North Korea. That's what this is. And then we just head out north a bit to get around China. And then in a westerly type of Omsk, westerly kind of direction until we go past Moscow to Bialystok in Poland. So that's why it's like an 9,000 kilometer, 124-hour trip. And that's why we make €1 million on it. And that's why we're not going to be doing it all today. Excuse me. That's for sure. You listen, you'll notice I have the voice navigation. Yeah, Yandesk. From the Steam Workshop that gives me various Russian voices, including this deep voice that is labeled as Optimus Prime. And yeah, if you look, I've got, 9,000, almost 9,000 kilometers to go in 124 hours. My ETA is Tuesday, some Tuesday. Not the Tuesday in 6 days, I don't think, because they don't expect you to do that many hours a day.
Держитесь левее.
And they have click, and you do toll roads. So they have auto tolls, which is kind of, oops, I keep forgetting. I keep missing his little thing. His little phrase. I just think it's chatting. No, Gramps. Or Grey Dude. saying, "Gray dude, move over." No, not multiplayer. Well, you can tell by look at all the AI traffic. No, no, and this is not supported by multiplayer. It's a mod. Mod for Russia. ETS2 mod. ETS2 mod. Eastern Express. Standalone add-on. 1 in 10 ratio. And will take me a long time because I don't always crank up the volume here. I should, but let's get to 80. Breakfast for dinner. Scrambled eggs. Scrapple and toast. Oh, scrappled. What is scrapple?
Держитесь левее.
Do tell me, what is scrapple? Not a video game. If my friend Crusher comes on, I'm gonna have to ask him how he fixed the truck's blanking.
Держитесь левее.
That was close. Breakfast meat. Okay. But, like, do you buy it, you know, do you buy it in a can? And is it pork or beef based or chicken? Your pop, like your grandpop. Pop, it sounds, you're making me hungry. Look up Rappa. Rappa. I can't look up Rappa, I'm driving. Rappa.
Прямо.
So it was like click or is it like spam or click or cam? All those pork meats in a tin.
Держитесь левее.
Sounds crunchy, you know. Oh.
Держитесь левее.
Well, I am intrigued now to find out what the hell scrapple is. I can see if my local... Maybe there's a place that serves it, you know. There's a number of ethnic restaurants in Ottawa. Maybe there's one that is scrapple oriented. Is it a southern United States? It sounds like a southern US thing. Lost a lane. Well, that's okay. I think we're still rocketing along at 80. That's not bad. I've had worse. And we're not going to be tipping the truck over. We're not going to be smashing into things. It'll be a fairly boring trip. Aside from me hitting the wrong pedal there. But I'm curious whether it's a USA Washington State thing. Ooh. That was sudden. Yes, so I'm curious whether Scrapple is a Washington State thing, or a New York State thing, or Louisiana, or Ohio. Yeah, go. Or sufficiently... If it's ubiquitous across the U.S., then I would wonder why I haven't heard about it up here in Ottawa, but maybe I've just live a sheltered life up here too. There is that possibility. So, you like these little villages? They're kind of cute, eh? What the heck am I? When do I drove this map before when I was trying to make some... Oh yeah, we've got a long ways to go before we get here and turn up on our adventure. Yeah, some places we didn't discover. That's strange. So I'm gonna be right back. Just let me get a little snack here. Okay, that's better. Got a snack, so I'm good now. Thank you for waiting, folks. I needed that. So, we are here. Sure. What's the link on? Was this on your Rappa thing? Scrapple? I actually had my snack with some very healthy rye bread, multigrain rye bread, spread with a fold over sandwich, spread with a very healthy cheese whiz. Scrapple, thank you, folks, or thank you, Chris. There you go, folks. That's what Scrapple is. I'll check it out after. There we go. It just gets slowed down and the speed limit's probably going to change. Scrapple. Yeah, we were looking for it. So I was looking for a video game to play with Tess, or like something on our phones. And there was a word game. It was sort of like Scrabble, but I couldn't connect with her. I couldn't find her on it. And she didn't want to play me anyways because she thought I'd be better than her. Well, maybe, but you know, playing word games with a writer. But she, we couldn't connect up anyways. And these all have ads all over the place. They just pop up, and oh, you've run out of lives. You have to watch a video, and then the video gives you a game and stuff like this. And it's just annoying promo. So I think what I'll do is I'll find one. I want one. I want an app that I can play with myself or others. That is a smart one. A word app. There's another one we were playing where like there was like a little circle of letters. And you just play, you know, in the right order, and then they filled in a crossword sort of thing. And it went from really easy to hopelessly hard, and you couldn't figure it out. And Vinny, the owner at the bar, said he used to play it, but they stopped giving out these hint prizes or something, so you get stuck. Is this me going up? No, I don't think we have changed yet. We're still basically heading west. No, actually we're heading northeast. North by northeast. Oops. That guy driving with flashes on for miles and miles and miles. Maybe better wipers. I think they're 3-speed, are they? Yeah. 1, 2. Oh, there's a cop there, so yeah. Nobody was coming. That's good. Seem to be going downhill again. Okay. Where's my cruise control buttons? Aha. There we go. Okay, 55, 60, 65, 70. So we're to 70. Okay. Let's go to 75. We're good. And we're out of town, so resume. Get over a bit, just a bit. So this is 34 tons across Russia, so. It's getting cooler here in Ottawa. I'll just check the temperature here. We'll do a, if you want to do this, enter your city name, not the state or country or province or whatever, just the city name. It may find the wrong version of your city name, but here it's not bad. See, it's warmish. It was 8, maybe 6 last night, so this is good. This is doable. We can survive this. Frost will be hitting us soon. That'll be it for the gardens. My girlfriend's coming up in a couple of weeks in October, so yeah, it'll be a good time for us to trim all the plants. Or for me to trim the plants under her direction. Jesus, dreary, eh? I like driving in the rain. Let's get up on the roof and show you the countryside, but it's kind of hard to appreciate it when it's this miserable out, but it's yeah, that's, oops, wrong button. There we go. That's better. There we go, up to, I think we're set at 75, so we could do 80. Repair, no. Gas, no, we're good. Oop, 60 again. Must have hit another town.
Прямо.
Yep, yep. And faster again, and the causeway across the whatever this river is. Yes, that's what it's called. Okay, little buddy, you're gonna go faster now because it's
Прямо.
probably shouldn't be doing this right at a intersection. Oh, and he, oh, see what he wanted to turn left. I actually turned left into the back of my trailer. Okay. I got a crashed vehicle offense, but which cost me. You know, we're down in money. At least fuel is not going to be a lot in this game. And we'll see how much. Let's see, we've got 9,000 K to go, so we possibly don't have enough fuel for that. Yeah, we got enough for
Прямо.
1,300 K, so we're probably going to have to fill up a few times. That's okay. We don't mind that, do we? No. We can turn the lights off. Whoops. I'm stick that sign up. Oh yeah. I guess we were speeding. Well, there was a cop right there. Dear late night phlegm there. We'll see how we do.
Прямо.
He said, having trouble talking. There we go. More liquid. Cromwell, yes, single player. It's, yes, because it's a mod, right? Just a sec, we have to get over here to fix this screen to see who's here. Okay. Good again. Yeah, it's Eastern Express. It's a standalone mod, 1 in 10 ratio, covering well, from Vladivostok to Bialystok, basically. If you look, it's you know, 8,000, almost 9,000 kilometers. It's one hell of a trip. Definitely not multiplayer. Also, you can tell because it's the traffic is not multiplayer traffic. There's all sorts of AI traffic.
Прямо.
True. Ooh. Oh, because it's a toll thing. I think you're supposed to slow down to get red or something. Where can you get it? You can get it online. You can get it online at let me put a link here. There you go. There you go, my friend.
Прямо.
Sorry, I'm getting congested late at night here. Not sure why. No problem. Enjoy. Like I said, it's standalone, right? And 1 in 10. But awesome detail, and it goes from Vladivostok here at the southeast corner of Russia, pretty well just by Japan. Across Russia, We eventually pass Moscow and end up in Poland. So, and it's about 9,000 K for the, oh shit, I gotta change screens again. Sorry, I keep forgetting to set things up here so I can view things. It's about a 9,000 K trip across because it's Russia and it's big. I don't know, is that the same as driving across Canada? Well, it's mostly, if you look at the map again, yeah. If you look at the map, there's that little thing there, and then there's a thing there, and there's a few little branches. Well, there's this branch here. It goes up through there. There's all this, which is I'm not sure where, but there's all these cities. All this map is turned, so this is actually towards the south. So there's all that area south of Russia, or Moscow. This stuff up north of Moscow, St. Petersburg, and then another road that just goes up Murmansk to Murmansk. So I don't know whether there's snow up there either. That's an idea. And then there's this stuff too. So there's long stretches, but there's also a lot of divergences. So I'll see what I think of it. Get back to me when I've done my 128 miles or 128 hours. Hard to get lost. Well, I guess. Well, especially when you've got Optimus Prime as your navigator, but you know, there are areas there where you, like I said, there's areas you can see in the map, there's areas where it wanders off and there's a bunch of little side roads and stuff, so. But yeah, mostly there's a lot of chunks of highway, just A to B. Let's pump up the volume here and get going faster. What are these guys doing here? Oh, okay. Ew. Crunchy car, okay. And speed limit, I assume. Ooh, look at that tree by the side of the road.
Через 300 метров поверните направо.
Yes, I will. I think he's telling me to do something. To get ready to do something.
Поверните направо.
Such as this. Now you notice the way the side of that truck blanked out. My understanding is there's a fix for that. My friend Crusher had it. So I'll ask him next time he's on here. It's not critical. I wasn't sure what he was talking about, and then I've seen it on several trucks where this truck is close to you and then suddenly this side turns black. Yeah, you lose all the paint, and why? Oh, my phone is telling me things, I think. Trump keeps tweeting things. Yeah, I think he's his own worst enemy.
Прямо.
Those interesting fences. Okay. Oh, there's a yeah, you have to start a new profile, and I'll show you. I'll show you my mods, or my I just put them in this order: 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, because 1, 2, 3, and then there's a fix that I think comes with it. And there's a texture fix file that I added that some places you get the texture of the road does this sort of the hazing, dancing back and forth stuff. So where did I get texture fix? I got that from Crusher, and Crusher posted it. Where did he post it? Oh, he posted it here on Discord, on my Discord. So let me get that thing too. I should put these all in my Discord, eh? He posted it on my thing on trucking mods and maps. Yeah, I should put this thing here too. Texture fix. Oops. So there's the fix file for that, for the texture. Other than that, it was just all as is. Like I said, 3 files and then this. What does this one do? This is a that's what it does, and a damn fine job of it too. Oh, and you might need I use this XP cheat. The first time you park, it gives you, if you do the regular, the medium parking job, it gives you, I think, 100,000 XP points. And if you actually back it into a slot, it gives you 200,000 XP points. So you use that once. And then the money cheat file supposedly gives you big cargoes, but on a new profile it doesn't. What it does is it quickly enables the bank loan so that you can borrow 500,000 if you want. So we'll see what that does. I get the mirrors. I got Yandex Navigator, so I can have Optimus Prime. But I'll add other things as the spirit moves me.
Цель обозначена.
Rubber up here. Oops, and we've got the wrong screen up on the other one. Now we've got the right screen.
Прямо.
Ah, a town, 60k, but it'll probably take us the other side of the town to get up to. Well, no, it won't. Oh, pretty well. Okay, we're going for 75 on the cruise control. Oh, that's good. Actually, this thing on the map gives me even more heads up as to what's coming. There's mountains coming. Oop, other things popping up too.
Прямо.
A little village of some sort. Hello, little village of some sort. Oh, whose server is down? The mod server?
Прямо.
The mod server or share mods for the text fixer? Maybe somebody's hitting them with a DDoS or something. Or is it DOS? Denial of service? Oh, forgetting the map. Oh, that's too bad. Maybe everybody saw my link and ran off and got it. I don't know. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck with it. Nice mountains. Vermont. Nice rock cut. Nice dirt cut. Nice rock cut again. I like these. I like the effect they do with these. These are new-ish. Oh, yes, and nice
Прямо.
rock cut right up to the edge of the highway. Don't be intimidated. No, you'll be good.
Прямо.
Keep straight. Oops. Cut that corner a little weird.
Прямо.
As I did this one. Yep, yep. A little tippy. Let's look at the trailer. Oh yeah, you can see it. Yep. Yeah, it wobbles. We're realistic here. Let's not push that anymore. We've ascertained that yes, it does wobble. Be careful. So 75 is good. Maybe 80. Would 80 be good? Maybe 80 be good. We'll see what happens at 80. Looks like fall is hit here somewhat. Either that or they just got bored with green and more green.
Прямо.
So how long before we get to something different? Well, this was a couple hours, so oh well, maybe another hour. Which is like, well, it's 10 minutes of IRL. So then we will be able to go through here and check it out.
Прямо.
Прямо. I could do that. I could dig it. I could dig it. Heading across Russia. Really nice scenery here. So tomorrow I have to work at connecting my domain names to my web sites, and I think the problem is that my domain name provider manager, they gave me one solution, but the way I have TypePad, and what they do is they give you a blog address and you can create other blogs, but they're basically, I think, subdomains or whatever, or subblogs. They're all in the same blog. So, you know, if it's blog.ca is the one they give you, well, it'll probably have your name, you know, mike.blog.ca. Then you would do /ravens/flash/reading/ so all the different blogs I have on this site are really, they're like subblogs, I guess, or sub addresses. So I'm gonna have to check with my supplier. 80. We're doing 80, but even doing 80 is like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Oh. Toll booth. Right. Excuse me. So do I want to fill up now? No, it's like half. What is a half a tank? We're good. Let's wait till we get down to a quarter before we actually worry about filling up. All right. Oop. Car coming. Oops. Whoa, I didn't realize he was doing that. Certainly stopped abruptly. Oh, we need more, something not solid off the forward floor, jump the tracks. Wow, you'll have to do a recovery from that. Oh, jumped to 154. I don't think I can get up to 154 with this. Okay, got wine, got a snack. We're good. We're good. We're back, and we're. Oh, we have a 14 horsepower engine. Well, okay. That would explain how you did that. Mine is the stock engine, 750. I think the highest I've gone in the game is 950. Because I personally, I want it. I'm looking for realism. Aside from sitting on the, aside from sitting on the roof when I drive around, as opposed to in here. But I mean, the roof cam lets me see all the countryside of a new map, which I want to see. That's why I'm driving the map. Right? Yeah, 14 horsepower. 1400 would do that. Total of $2 paid. Thank you. Getting dark. Not high beam dark, but dark. Yeah, so tomorrow I have to do some domain name stuff, C names. Probably send a note to my supplier first. DevCam. The dev console? Yes. You mean the developer console? What is dev cam? Whoa, I thought he was going to pull it in front of me. So, folks, thanks for whoever's viewing. Thank you for viewing, driving along with me. Why is this guy stopping? If you're a follower, thanks for following, and you can subscribe. And he stopped because of the toll. You can subscribe with your Amazon Prime, free for a month, or you can cheer me on with bits. You can buy my books, information on my channel. The menu. Oh, the developer console. This thing. Yep. I use it to fly around the map, but I also use it to change the traffic. I change the time. When it gets dark, I just change the time till 7 a.m. Hey, Southpaw. Glad you're hanging in there. And Chris, glad you're here too. So yeah, tomorrow I have to figure out that forwarding and shit, and then start working on my podcasting design. Oh, I think I was supposed to stop there. I didn't have to. If you stop there, they check your papers. Oops. Ah yes, what are we in Glen Burnie? Oh, quite bammy. Quite bammy in Burnie. Toll of €1 paid. Oh yeah, this thing. This is annoying. I think I've been here before. They've got... It's very basic. They've just got a portable scale set up, I think. I don't know. They've got... Really dopey. Okay, so what do we got? We've got 49 tons. Excuse me, 49 tons, because we've got 34 for that, and the truck will be 9, so that's 43. So 6 tons for the trailer. Really, that's a little light, but I'm good. Ah, you host 2 shows. What do you mean you host 2 shows? What kind of shows? Video shows? Twitch? I mean, I auto-host a bunch of shows on Twitch when I'm not online. I see what we're doing. Ah, podcasts. All right. So my idea for a podcast, I'm going to use...
Держитесь правее, а затем съезд.
I'm going to use Simplecast.
Съезд. Поверните направо.
I'm going to record with my headset initially, like this. Although my son has a microphone on a boom that I can borrow next week. But this is pretty good too. I'm going to record, and I'll use Audacity to edit for now because it's free. I'll use Simplecast to cast it, and I'm going to use Simplecast's web page. So I'll have a web page for my podcast, because right now I use TypePad for my various blogs, and TypePad really doesn't support podcasting. They're kind of old-fashioned. And eventually my blogs will all go to Square something. Should write the yeah, should write these things down. I found a podcasting support group on Facebook, which is quite helpful, and it puts it out to all the platforms too. One of the guys there was saying he was recommending either Libsyn or Simplecast. And what I'm going to do is, I've got these flash fiction stories, 1,000-word stories. I've got maybe 150, 160 of them. And one story will take me, maybe make a 5-minute podcast. 6 minutes maybe, with, intro. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, friend me on... yeah. I don't know. Join my Discord, or I don't know. What's your contact info? Where are you on? Well, I guess I can contact you through here. Yeah, I can whisper you. Okay. Yeah. Too much technology for Gramps. Did somebody call me gray hair? Gray something, you called me before. I've seen to be on a lot of things too for an old fart. That's a nice shot of the jet there. The flashy lights. Oh, you get close to city and then the buses come in and the buses are annoying, so. Do I turn left? What do you think, Optimus?
Через 300 метров поверните налево.
Oh yeah, we do.
Поверните налево.
Yeah, we'll do that. Well, nobody. Oh, there is somebody now. Now to just sit there. I wonder if somebody's coming. Well, now somebody's coming. You guys all turning? I hope so, because I am. Oh, maybe that guy wasn't turning. Oh well, you snooze, you lose, buddy. And we'll be hitting you. So I've driven this before. I drove pretty well across the map. Well, no, across this bottom part. I went from Nakhoda, where's where my garage is, to Komsomolsk. And now we're going this way, which is... This is almost north, south-north. This is for south-northeast. So we're heading west in a westerly manner. I need a better zoom. Don't have one. So there's several zoom files, but they don't work with this map, so. Ultra zoom and stuff, what they do is they zoom out somewhat, but they leave, you can't access the bottom part of the map. You can't scroll enough.
Поверните налево.
Yep, let's just get around this guy. Excuse me. That was a little pepperoni burp there. That's not bad. 613 is not, you know, the sun is going down, but. So as you can see, whoa, nice jet plane. As you can see, we were, looked like we're heading north. This is definitely not part of the, no, we're not.
Держитесь правее, а затем поверните направо.
We're not in Kansas anymore. This is a standalone map.
Поверните направо.
It runs under ETS, but it's standalone. So it runs from, well, it runs out to the west, and it's got a lot of the ETS, I guess, well, Moscow, which is Rus map. It goes out to Poland, Bialystok, Poland, Lvov, all these things, Lutsk. So it goes as far as Poland. But, you know, a lot of stuff around Moscow. But think of this whole thing turned on like 80, 70, 80 degrees counterclockwise. And a related comment, my grandchildren still seem to know what clockwise and counterclockwise is, even though their clocks all are flashing digital. So I'm not sure where they learned that. Yep, it's a 9,000 kilometer run. I think it was 123 hours, well then 28 hours or something initially, plus 2 hours to pick up my cargo. So, and it's slower. This is a 1 in 10 map as opposed to the scale of the ETS, which is 1 in 20. So an hour in the game, instead of taking
Прямо.
that means 60 minutes. 60 minutes in the game takes 6 minutes in real world. As opposed to in ETS, 60 minutes in the game takes 3 minutes in real world. So basically, it'll take you twice as long to go somewhere. And it's already 128 hours, so it'll take you twice as long. Yes, I have a wheel. I got a G29 and a... The hell is that? I don't know, but he's slow. An army truck. Interesting. That's exclusive to this game, I think. Some of the cargo and vehicles different. Clocks don't have hands, they can't hold things. Exactly. Although they see enough of them still, there's still enough stuff around that a representation of a clock as having hands. They might have it at the school, especially if they have an older school. You know, the school hasn't gone through and made everything digital. They probably learned it in kindergarten or something as, you know, things to learn so you can talk to your parents and your grandparents. Oh yeah, so back to the wheel question. So G29 wheel, shifter, and pedals. I rarely use the shifter because I'm in this to relax and have a quiet time, and I have been able to use the 18-speed Eaton Fuller with range and splitter, but I kept getting lost. And it wasn't worth it for the realism. There's enough automatics out there now that, yeah, this is close enough, so. Circular dial, yeah, that's true. I had a G27 for a couple of years. Well, 1 3/4.
Прямо.
Died, and Logitech replaced it with a brand new G29 and shifter wheel, so. Oh, a reverse face. That'd be cool. That'd screw the kids up. Speaking of janitors, a lot of them are going on strike in Ontario, but I think it's mostly the Catholic school boards that are affected, but still, they're shutting all the schools down Monday. Or a lot of the schools coming through. My grandkids are okay, so I don't need to help them. Start of toll. Oh, okay. So is she a QP, a maintenance worker? Or a different strike? What is this on the right? This is interesting, whatever the hell's there. Oh, it's it's the train bridge. What's kind of a cool bridge. Let's be the jerk that gets out of his truck and flies, because we can do that. What? Oh, I see. It's 2 bridges. I thought it was connected. That's interesting. And also interesting is the fact that there's a bridge there that doesn't really do anything. That's supposed to be, I just noticed that there. That's supposed to be isn't that interesting? The bridge, yeah. Some stuff. Yeah, okay, that's been parked, possibly parked there by the developers. Oh, teacher's aid. So do you mean work refusal because the is she on work refusal because the maintenance staff are on strike? We're just chugging along here, friends, through Eastern Express. Basically crossing Russia. It's a long, long trip. I'm not going to do it tonight. Yeah, like I was saying before to Bendertron, so my podcast is going to be maybe 1 or 2 a week. Just a quick little intro.
Прямо.
Well, I suppose I could. Well, that's an interesting looking one. Quick little intro. I'm gonna have to maybe find some music. Yeah. Some free music, or maybe I'll just have, you know, wind in the pine trees. Oh, I'd like that actually. I really like the noise of wind sighing through the needles on the pine trees. Yeah, go. We're good. I could find that online for free and just use that as my intro. And it's gonna be called Mike Reads, because I'm Mike and I'm gonna read. So, hi, this is Mike Reads, and I'm Mike. SoundSnap, thank you. I'll check them out. So there's a few different podcasts I'm subscribed to or I've looked to that do reading podcasts. So I'm going to see what I like about the different formats and then figure out my own format. I don't want to talk and advertise a lot before it starts. I'd rather just get into it. Be brief. And then I'll put some stuff at the end, you know, for more, or if you want to see a print copy of this, go to blah, blah, blah. So. Yeah, they're my own. I've got, if you look at my website, ravensview.ca, there's a link to short stories, and I've got maybe 160 or something that I've written over the last several years, so. Nope, I'm reading my stories. Oh yeah, you can't read, I don't think you can read other people's, you know, you can't, train track. You can't go to the library and get a book and bring it home and say, oh, this is good, I'm going to read it. No, certainly have. I mean, like I said, I got 160, so I could do, well, I'm writing one a week. If I did a story a week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. So I started writing these several years ago, and the earlier ones really could be tuned up just in themselves. And if you're going to be reading a story, there's some tweaking you need to do to make it a little clearer, to help, you know, add a few he says, she says things. So I'll tweak them a bit for that. But basically, it's going to be a lot of stories. Okay, so I need to change the time now because it's dark and I'm scared. 7 is probably not going to be very bright. Oh, 7's not bad. Okay. Oh, there's the train. The train boss. The train boss. The train. Hervé and Ricardo Montalban. And Fantasy Island. I think it was a place where people could go to live out their fantasies, and something bad always happened. I also was thinking Bendertron was suggested, a friend of mine who's a writer said I definitely have a face for radio, meaning a good voice, and she's a writer, and she was saying I could probably read other people's stories, like, you know, other people who've done short stories. It might be happy for me to, you know, read their story on the air. I'd have to think what's in it for me, though. Initially, I'm not going to. I don't know. Videotron, do you make money at this? Have you monetized this at all? Because I might eventually, but I'm certainly not going to worry right now about how to do that. Right now, I just want the adulation of fans. And maybe people will go buy my books if they like my short stories. But I only have 2 books so far. Another 4 or 5 drafted, but 2 published. Oh, okay, so this is definitely, you know, a lot of this map is just one long road, but there's a lot of little villages and stuff along this one long road, because we barely seem to get going at up to speed, and I'm slowing down to 60 again, so it's like, okay, fine. And that's train tracks over there, I guess. Why does this corner get arrows? The other one didn't. Whoa, look at that drop off there. Do you think you want to put in a, maybe, well, these little white posts are okay, but they're probably just for the winter time, so the plow knows where the edge of the road is. So yeah, so folks, tomorrow in Canada, people will be, well, we got the leaders debates. All the leaders will be debating for a couple of hours, which would be hard to get much in before, other than a few sound bites, but and a bunch of good moderators, and that will be, we've got election on the 21st, I think, of October, so time to Time to say something, and the thing is, the two front orders have been like a 33, 34, 35% trading back and forth since the elections started a couple of weeks ago. The campaign started, so there have been issues that have come out, but none of them enough to shake the electorate. So we're still at exactly the same, pretty well exactly the same percentage. So the Liberals have said some stupid things and lost some street cred, but the Conservatives have said also done some stupid things. Not as many, but the Conservatives also are less open about what their platform was going to cost, so, or even what their platform is going to be. So people are still, I don't know. So I'll just say Monday night I'll be watching the debates. Canadian, not American. I tried watching one of the Democratic ones, and it was just, I don't know, it seemed like there was like a dozen people up on the stage. Let's be fair. Let's get everybody up there. Bit of a twisty road, isn't it? Oh, look at this. This is not twisty. You got the, this is the pedal to the metal.
Прямо.
I think that means go straight. I will. Thank you, Optimus Prime. Not sure what that ramp was that on the right in that parking lot, a little ramp for driving trucks on, but short run up. So not sure what part of Russia we're going across here, but it seems to be the flattish part of Russia. I know. They, well, the libs and cons, they really want to stay in power, so. My riding is Catherine McKenna. Liberal Catherine McKenna. I think she's climate. Anyways, she seems to be a nice person, and she seems to have, she's smart, she's local, and she seems to have been doing a good job. So we were NDP a few times, but we had Ed Broadbent and Paul Dewar as MPs, but I think we're going to go Liberal again, but I might vote NDP still. They do call her Climate Barbie because she does climate and she's blonde. So what better thing to do than mock her for being blonde? So, you know, that's the way it goes. Singh has been called much worse things on YouTube, so. I keep worrying about this trailer, but it's a self-steering trailer, so I mean it's a nice big load. 34-ton cable reel. But it's a self-steering trailer, so it's hard to follow you around. I think we will be in Mad Max in 10 years. From from the reports I've read from various science groups, like from the scientific reports, and from the projections, and from the consequences of those projections, I think in 10 years we could be in deep doo-doo. Not only for just being warmer, drier, but more climate extremes. You know, more storms, more sudden cold winters, and then hot winters, and then cold summers, and tornadoes, and hurricanes, and shit like that. So, forest fires because it's cold, you know, or because it's dry. So. But unfortunately, the steps, now that we've gotten so far, the steps necessary to avert climate change are going to really hurt business and the economy, and nobody wants to do that. Oh. Sorry, Inconvenient Truth made claims that never happened? What do you mean? I mean, it's a fact that the Earth is getting warmer. It's a fact that a significant part of that warming is due to human activity. So thank you for the follow, Alajan. Blah 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 blah. It said we'd be in an ice age by 2012. I guess I don't remember what an Inconvenient Truth was. Who did Inconvenient Truth? I don't remember what Inconvenient Truth was and when it came out, and whether it actually did say we'd be in an ice age by 2012, or whether it said that we had an equal probability of being in either weather extreme. Well, don't know. But oh, Al Gore. Okay. Well, was Al Gore a experienced climatologist? Drawing on scientific data? And what year was this? Don't know. Climate change is real. The human component of climate change is real. And climate change is going to happen whether we're here or not, but we're making it worse, and for us to make it less worse, we have to change our behavior. So, just vice president. Okay, but that'd be like saying like Mike Pence wrote a scientific paper. Sorry. That's right. I forgot who Al Gore was. Alexander Roger Manrique Eagle. Yes, thank you for the follow-up, but that's one hell of a name. Alajan, I must say, I'm assuming that's not your, maybe it is your real name. Hopefully not your first name. I'd hate to think parents would name their child that. Unless it's some sort of phrase that, I don't know. Please, Alajan. Alajan, explain your name. Or play the name game. Ali, Ali, Bob, Ali, Banana, Bella, Bob, Ali, Fee, Fi, Fo, Valley, Ali. So this landscape is interesting in this game. Is it not? You know, we've got plains. Climate change has been real since the formation of the planet, yes. However, what has not been here is human influence on climate change. And human activity is making climate change worse. That's my point. Same trees here. I'm looking for fall or something. Oh, probably don't need the lights on, eh? Although it's nice having the lights on, but you'd think it'd be brighter, eh? It's weird, eh, to be driving, I'm Canadian. It's weird to be driving out in the countryside with guardrails on either side. Like, who cares? Gas is still good. Gas is still good. Where are we in gas? Oop. That was me not looking at the map and looking at the cruise control. That's what I do on cruise control. I get carried away. Okay. That again, Gramps. Oh yeah, it's just less than a third of the tank, so we're good. Okay, back here. Bahamas have been really been hit with shitty weather, but here in Ottawa, it's been nice. Although we did have a tornado, that was unusual. But earlier this summer, but it's been nice here. We're now in seasonal. I think it's getting down to frost advisories at night. Occasional frost advisories, but that's okay. Gardening is done. I didn't do any vegetables and stuff. They're cheap enough in the grocery store, and I've got well, yes. I don't think they want to tax us to death. But I believe in that taxes or something else are going to be necessary to. It's going to be no pain, no gain. We're going to have to suffer economically. Or make some changes to fight climate change. But yeah, less people would be good. But who? Oh, I know he did that, and he also is promoting the shit out of coal because it gets him votes. But you know, there's no logic in what he does. But I agree. Less population growth would help. But then what? Then you have to define a population growth. What would be reasonable, and what would be reasonable for somebody else's country as opposed to yours? No, I got that from my grandfather too, Cromwell. Yeah, my grandfather. I mean, my grandfather was my role model, but you know, keep stuff, reuse stuff, repair it, recycle. Don't just chuck it out. We're going towards a ban on single-use plastic here in Canada, and I assume that's going to include when you go to the store and you buy something and it's packed in those hard plastic shells. Well, first of all, that you can't get it open without slashing your wrist with an X-Acto knife. But when you buy things, there's a lot of packaging that's makes it easier to ship or market. And I'm all for getting rid of that, but that might mean that, okay, now it's more expensive to ship it, or now it's harder to make money from it by marketing it properly. So in either case, the cost may go up, but that's the cost of using plastic. Oh yeah, let's go in here. Or the cost of not using plastic. That's the cost of what, you know, what we didn't realize was there. See, 0.71 euros. This is cool. Oh, I know. There was, well, back in the, I don't know, early 60s, whatever. My dad, when cars were coming out with the difference they had between the cars each year from GM and stuff were trim. You know, our car has, we got different fins this year. The fins are better, and the lights, look, we've changed the tail lights, and oh, look at the bumper. Whoa, look at this year's bumper. And so people's like, oh shit, yeah, oh good, I want this car, not that car. So well, my last flash fiction I wrote talked about a possible solution to climate change, or a possible way to encourage people to change, was the release of a bacteria which ate crude oil. So basically, there would be no crude oil left. Now we still have coal all over the place, so we could still, you know, burn coal and pollute the shit out of the atmosphere. You could also make various oils and fuels from coal. It's more expensive. But plastic, it'd be harder to make plastic. So somebody had talked about the mines of Michigan, where it would now become profitable to mine the landfills in Michigan for plastic to reprocess to make new plastic things. So, you know, if you want a Tupperware, you know, if you want a tub, you know, big Tupperware tub to carry stuff to the cottage in, well, they're going to have to dig up a bunch of plastic and reprocess it and to make a Tupperware tub. So there we go. Oh, I just thought, yes. So that's what, yes, that's what was in my story. Well, my story talked about it was just, I only had 1,000 words, so I couldn't go very far, but it talked about the possibility of actually eco-terrorists infecting the Earth's crude oil. Wonder how late I should go tonight, really. Oh, it's 12. Well, maybe 12:30. Am I finished yet? No. You still got 8,000 kilometers to go, Gramps. You have an old land facility built around it. Ah, good point. Good point. This is a WTF moment. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Or not. Yes, or do. Idiot. That's interesting. So that'd be marketable crop. I mean, there's a group that really should. Here? Oh, there. So whoever owns that should think in terms of not how much money could we get, you know, how much, if we reprocess this plastic, how much money could we get? But, well, actually, how much could we get in government grants to help us do this? But also, and once we did it, how much would the land be worth as prime real estate to put up condos or whatever on it? So, interesting. Which city is that, Cromwell? Which city that they built? They built around the landfill. That's interesting. Ottawa and Toronto have been sending their garbage to Michigan for a long time. I grew up north of Kirkland Lake, and there was a open pit iron mine just south of town, the Adams mine, and they had not a long lifetime, and they knew that once they got the iron ore out, they were just going to shut it down, and there was a proposal to loan installment was paid. There was a plan to have Toronto ship their garbage up and dump it in the Adams mine. And it got pretty far until they realized that the mine is part of the water table that drains into the Ottawa River and down to Ottawa, Montreal, and into the ocean. It was like, well, they didn't really have a good enough plan how to line it and how to ensure that no, it's not going to leak. No, it really won't leak. So, thank you, Southpaw, for being here. Appreciate that. I probably need to get some sleep too, but I'll go on. Might go for another half hour. I got a bunch of people watching, and I seem to have caught a second wind here, although more wine might do me in. You never know. And our flora and fauna seem to have changed. Hamilton. East of Upper Ottawa, between Lime Ridge and Stone Church Roads. Interesting. Interesting.
Прямо.
That means go straight. That means go slower. Oh, what was that little dingle dingle? That was my pay visa tomorrow. A sore ass from sitting here. Let's check this out here, folks. Two and a half. I'll think about it. Let me get some more wine. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Oh, down to 4 people. People are fading. I'm fading too. I don't blame people for wandering off. I might go for another half hour here. Oh, interesting countryside though, look. Highway just wandering off there. Garbage. I left that part of the map where they just... somebody leaves a little bag of garbage at the side of the road. Are we, so we are Vladivostok, and we are up here. We still have well, almost 8,000 kilometers to go before we bounce into Poland. Bialystok, because it's Russia, this big freaking country. I think we started off at, nope. Alright, let's just try to do one thing at a time, Gramps. We started off at 9,000K. Okay? You know, 8,889 and a half or whatever. So we've gone down 1,000K. Well, that's okay. You know, 7 more days and we'll be down. We'll be the other side. We drive all week on this game. Like 120 hours, which is 12 hours real time, which is, you know, a couple hours a night anyways.
Прямо.
I will, Briama. 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 Cruise control up a hill. Cruise control doesn't take a run at it, unfortunately, but... Ah, and that's the retarder kicking in to slow me down. I'm betting the retarder is going to be better than Jake Brake going down hills. I just need to go down a hill now to prove that. Oh, little town in there. Steve. Sort of. It's not even a town. Ooh. Sort of construction, more of a construction site than a town. Come on, Gramps. Stay on your side of the road. So, the middle of Russia seems to be fairly flat. I think we've determined that. And possibly not a lot of villages either. nice bit of variety. Let's put some hydro lines marching across the countryside from somewhere to somewhere else. I saw that guy passing, and then I looked ahead and I saw traffic coming towards me, and I'm thinking, okay, are you sure? No, I didn't really want to do that. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, nice heavy looking towers, eh?
Прямо.
Yeah, I'll keep going straight. I think they will be filling in the map. It's a huge map, though. And I'm not sure how new it is. A friend, Crusher, just said, oh, look, here's this map. And I looked at the site for the map, and they're talking about the things it does, but they're talking about a bunch of things they fixed.
Прямо.
So it's not, you know, it's not their first, it's not their first time around the dance floor. But I mean, this variety already is quite impressive.
Прямо.
And it's 1 in 10 as opposed to 1 in 20 scale, so that basically means that you have, well, you have twice the room to put stuff in. You know, driving 20 miles in the game doesn't suddenly, oh, we're there. No, it takes you twice as long to get from here to there. You know, it's 3 minutes. Not 3 minutes per hour, it's 6 minutes an hour, so an hour's drive in the countryside takes you longer. You can see more shit.
Маршрут перестроен. Автоботы, погнали.
Oh, what's that mean? Did we do something bad? Not sure why that little jog was there, but I think the game maybe wanted me to pop in there and get my truck fixed or some damn thing. I don't know. We're hitting some towns, we're missing a lot, but it just depends how close you get to the town. It's kind of like driving up north in Ontario. No, it's going to take you twice as long to log games on Trucksbook. But you'll have twice as much fun. I haven't used Trucksbook in quite a while. I keep forgetting to use it. I start a job up and it's like, oh, I should have started this in Trucksbook. So. And if I use Trucksbook, it would allow me to fill in those things at the top, the weights and the cargo and from to, all that stuff. I set those parameters up for Trucksbook and I don't use them anymore. But it'd be nice because then I can show people what I'm hauling. But I have no real incentive to get going to use Trucksbook. I joined somebody's VTC virtual trucking group, but I think the one I joined was Mom Games Hard. It seemed like a good crowd and stuff like this, but I couldn't find a regular schedule for, or an easy way to find a convoy. I'm also using VT Logger. VT Logger is a DLL, so I don't even have to think about it. It automatically tracks, and I'm using that for a different VTC called Lazy Truckers. A group for people who can't be bothered with schedules, quotas, blah blah. You know, training, probationary periods, all that stuff. So where am I? Okay, I think I'm gonna go to 12:30. It's 12:15 now, so I think I'll go to 12:30. That'll probably be time for me to nice bridge. Nice highway too. I mean, it's only 2-lane, but it's got a bit of a paved shoulder. Well signed, no abrupt turns. Lots of I was going to say lots of guardrail, and now there's not, but not sure what that meant.
Прямо.
Oh. I will. Bus stop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, yawning. I need more wine, or not.
Прямо.
Ooh, there'd be hills. So maybe there'd be a downhill that I can test my braking ability. Yes, there is. Sort of. So this is peculiar because we're not hitting, seem to be hitting more upseas than downseas. Unless we're actually climbing into mountains, that shouldn't happen.
Прямо.
Are we? No, apparently not.
Прямо.
Dirt? We just got dirt here? Are we under construction? Could be. Oh, there's a bit of green sprayed on here there, so maybe it is construction. They're just adding there's a thing they use in Ontario here after they do construction like that where they spray on it's a mulch and it's tinted green with grass seed in it. So it goes up there. It looks green from a distance. When you get close and you realize, no, this is just a very fine mulch, like a lumpy spray. But you realize this has grass seed in it, so it will be grass. And the lumpy spray provides some nutrients, I guess, and some something to hold it down. If it rains a lot, you don't get not as much chance of having washouts down the side of the embankment. Oh dear, I'm just sorry. Well, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I think I had to quit. I'm just bagged. Why don't we do this and pretend that we're resting? Oh, we're gonna get stuck here though. Yeah, why don't we just do this for now? Pretend we just stopped and we're leaving. We're leaving in a bit. Yeah, we just came here for a visit. Okay. So, that's it for me, folks. Thank you very much for viewing. And for following, and for cheering me with your bits, and subscribing with your Amazon Prime, or just chatting, or just lurking. Lurking is good. So I'm going to bed. It's 20 after 12, so I'm done now. So excuse me. So night all, Chris. Yes, night, and we'll finish this. We won't finish this tomorrow. We'll do more of this tomorrow. We've got almost 8,000 kilometers to go, so you know, with this great big reel of cable, which somehow is worth enough to send it from. Let's pretend, yeah, we got it from North Korea. They were shipping it to Poland. Oh, anyways, ta-ta, folks.